supposed to be rainy all week, so I thought I would make a big batch of tomato basil soup. And plus, who doesn't love a grilled cheese sandwich to dunk this in? So it's just roasted tomatoes, garlic, some pesto, cheese, and cashew milk to blush it up a little bit. I'll show you how to make it. Hello, today we are making some roasted tomato soup. It's kind of rainy outside, so I figured it'd be perfect. I cut up a whole, it was like, I would say 1.5 pounds of tomatoes, and I roasted them at 350 for about 40 minutes. And so this is what they look like when they're done. Keep all that juice and everything. Don't throw that away. I also have a whole clove of garlic roasting in the oven. It's not quite done yet. So right now in a pan I have some olive oil, and then I put a whole chopped up onion in there. So you just kind of want to let this sweat out a little bit, and then when it's almost translucent we're going to add the tomatoes in. Okay, see, now that the onions have been cooking for about 3 minutes, I'm going to add in some pesto. And if it's not the summer, I like to buy this Kirkland pesto. It's amazing. And it comes in a huge container. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this in there. And then also I'm going to put in some chicken stock. It's also from Costco. And this lasts forever. And you really only need, for 4 cups of water, I would say put a little, like a heaping tablespoon. And that should be plenty. So add this and the pesto. Okay, so I've added the pesto. Sorry about the sizzling. And see, the oils and everything will kind of scrape off all those little remnants in the bottom of the pan. You want your pan on medium heat, just so it doesn't get too hot. And it's okay if there's those little brown bits at the bottom. So you kind of mix in the chicken stock mixture with the pesto. And then slowly add 4 cups of water. And these little Pyrex pouring cups are just amazing. I definitely recommend getting them in like a 1 cup, a 2 cup, and a 4 cup size. And you can just stack them together in your drawer. And they're perfect for any liquid measurements. And this is the 4 cup one. And see, so you just kind of bring this to a little bubble before you bring the tomatoes in there. And also I would say, kind of, if you want to put a little bit more chicken stock in there, you can, but don't put too much to begin with. You can always add more. Okay, so we're going to let this come to a bubble. Okay, I just added in the roasted tomatoes, and it does look kind of strange right now, but remember, we're going to blend this all together, so the big chunks of tomatoes are no big deal right now. And so on mine I have a 1 to 6 for a heat range, and I have it on a 4. So you kind of want to just let it bubble away under a lower heat for about 15 minutes, and it'll kind of cook down a little bit. And then at that point you can kind of taste and see if you need to add more salt, more pepper, or whatever you might want to do. So I'm going to put the lid on it and let it kind of go for about 15 minutes. This is the roasted garlic. I put it at 350 along with the tomatoes, but these had to go a few more extra minutes. So the garlic roasted for about 15 minutes extra, so 45 minutes total. And see, it turns out this wonderful golden brown color, and it smells amazing. And if you think you don't like garlic, roasted garlic is the way to go because it has a lot milder flavor. And so I like to do 2 cloves at a time, and so then, or 2 whole bulbs at a time. So I have it in the fridge for cooking. It's great in pasta sauce or pretty much anything that you want to just throw extra garlic in. It's pretty much endless possibilities. It's really good in guacamole too. So you just cut it in half, put a little olive oil on it, sprinkle it with salt, and then wrap it up in a big tight ball in the foil. And you're good. So 350 for about 45 minutes. One more quick tip about the roasted garlic. See how I cut it? When I cut it in half, you leave this part of it on. So then everything stays together. And then to take them out, you just squeeze, and then they all come out without all the papery stuff. Kind of a quick tip there for you. Okay, sorry, there's steam. This has been bubbling away. And everything's just, I added the roasted garlic in there, and everything is just looking amazing. Now we are going to use the emulsifier to blend this all up. And before I do that, I want to just finish it off with it. I have cashew milk here because I just don't really like to use milk in my food. So you just slowly pour the cashew milk in, and it'll give it a nice little blush effect. And it's nice because the cashew milk is really thick and creamy, but it doesn't add a ton of calories. So I'm going to stir that in there, and then we're going to blend it up with the emulsifier, which is just the hand blender. I'm going to not videotape that though because it's super loud. Okay, I'm going to blend this, but before that, I just wanted to have a quick little chat about this emulsifier. This is a Cuisinart one, and it comes also with a chopper attachment and a whisk attachment. And it's just kind of nice. It was pretty inexpensive. You can get it at Kohl's or just on Amazon. And you just kind of put it in there, you know, and blend it up. It's really loud though, so I'll be right back. Here we go, it's all done. And now the final step is just to add salt and pepper to taste, and then a big old hunk of cheese. And then you can serve this with whatever you'd like. It's perfect with grilled sandwiches or paninis or just by itself. Enjoy!